last night, NBA opening night, ring ceremony and all that. I don't get it. Why this shit?
What's up?
Man, I don't know. I was thinking, man, the champs should get the nightcap game.
Yeah.
Because they are the champs, so instead of getting instead of them being the matinee, they had the first game of the evening, but whatever.
But you know how it goes. They the champs of last season. They don't care.
Yeah.
They're just getting them out the way. I think they should have superiority off of who gets to play, but maybe they want the earlier game.
Maybe. You're right, but probably.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. But it was, I mean, they picked up right where they left off. They built an 18-point lead. Lakers tried to cut it down, but I just think it's just so hard to beat a team where not only Jokic is your best player, but forget Jamal Murray. Your third and fourth options are two 6'10" guys who could both put the ball on the floor, and Aaron Gordon now got a decent three-point shot who he can knock him down. That's a problem.
Yeah, it is. Ain't nothing else I can say about that.
And then when you got AD not scoring in the second half at all, at all.
Hey, at least he played. His goal is to play 82 games, right? Number one is checked off. But yeah, he got to produce. I don't know what he's doing, all that lifting weights and all that stuff they were showing him during the summertime, working out. But it's only game one.
Yeah,
man,
even if you don't produce, if you don't score, do something that helps score, for other teams. It was just he wasn't even trying to put himself in a position maybe if I do this, somebody will double team me, I can kick it out to somebody else. It was weird.
Sometimes you might have to watch that old Kentucky Davis that was doing anything other than just scoring. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and then I feel like the Lakers also had with these new guys, I feel like a lot of them weren't really too sure. Cam Reddish got in there. He looked like he was lost out there. Austin Reeves, he didn't look like himself out there. A lot of those guys. Russell was hit a couple shots, but he looked like the same guy that they couldn't play in any of the fourth quarters in the playoffs.
Well, hopefully it was just first game jitters, because I feel like no matter what level you play on, you already get a little bit of jitters when you start the season out or start your first game wherever you're playing at. So I think that might just been it. But you know what I told you the other day? They should never got rid of Monk, man.
Yeah.
Monk is just a bucket. He's hard to cover. He makes free throws. He does everything.
Yeah.
Does everything.
The funniest thing about this is that the guy who was partying all summer came in there and just dropped a triple-double like nothing, just up there at the office, which is hilarious because they asked him what was he doing all summer. He's just like, yeah, I lifted weights. I ain't touched a basketball for a couple months, but it was just weights. But I feel like when you're that big, it's.
Yeah. I'm sure he trained a little bit. Probably did some things, but he wasn't playing at that level. You know what I mean? But yeah, you got to stay in shape, and that's what you do, huh?
He was gambling them horses.
Yeah, but he's a hooper. He was hooping.
Oh, yeah.
Don't let him lie to you.
It's a time difference over here in Serbia, so he was probably playing when the sun wasn't up yet.
What do you do in your off time? Go race horses. Go get caught on camera in my off time. You know what I mean? And tell people I ain't doing nothing all summer. Of course he's working out.
That man was having a ball all summer. He enjoyed his time.
He don't got the type of ball you can just sit around for 2 months and do nothing.
No.
So you gotta run, hit the bike, swim. Cut it out, my man.
Nightcap. The nightcap game was the Suns and Warriors, and I feel like this was just one of them games. New players on each team. It was a pretty entertaining game though. But the Warriors do what they always do. Is they have that crazy third quarter, and then then everything just comes back to reality in the fourth quarter. It's just I don't understand them. It's just every time it's the third quarter. They just go off in the third quarter. I don't get that.
I mean, I coached a team that our worst quarter was the third quarter. And you witnessed it many a nights. We never understood why they just could never score the third quarter, bro. It might be 2 points, 4 points. It's yo. So then we finally conquered that. So it's just a thing for some teams, I guess. I guess that rest and getting your second win, and come back out there.
Yeah. very weird. It's very weird. It was very. But I didn't like what I see. I mean, it looked like Devin Booker's gonna be the guy that's gonna stare them during the regular season before the other guys, Durant and Beal come in and all that.
He's a dual threat. He can play the point. He's solid at the point guard position, and what he does at the two guard position. So I don't really want KD at the point. He's too much of a sniper to really have to think about other people, and I don't even think Bradley Beal even really plays the point at all. So
sporadically, but consistently, no.
So Booker can do both. So they're gonna be fine.
Yeah, and then you look at, and I'm looking at their roster, some of the folks that they have there, and I'm just like, there's not really nobody else that they could put the ball in their hands and be like, could take control of the offense, lead the offense. Just look at you gonna trust Grayson Allen to be a point guard?
Yeah, I mean, they might bring somebody else in throughout the season because you're gonna need another ball handler.
Yeah, definitely. But Celtics play tonight. They got the Knicks. Wemby plays tonight. That's what everybody's waiting to see. This Celtics. I want to see what the Knicks. You see what the Knicks trying to do? Well, I don't know if it's confirmed yet, but allegedly they're looking to try to get Embiid. But I was be like, okay, he's just gonna go from one crazy market to an even crazier market.
From one state to another state, like legit, like right next door to each other.
Not even like an hour drive.
I mean, did they ever ask him how he'd feel, like where he want to go? Because I'm thinking he might want to go to the West Coast.
Something like warm.
Being in Philly for so long, I'm not trying to play for New York.
We'll try to go to Phoenix.
It's like you're based in the same state. Just, you know what I mean? Like language a little different, a little more to do in New York, but like same weather. No different, no difference.
Same crazy people.
There's no big difference. So if I was him, I'd want to go to the West Coast, especially spending all that time in Philly or down south.
And it just feels like Philly right now is just a mess of a franchise right now, especially with this whole James Harden thing, him showing up, not showing up. Is he gonna play? Is he not gonna play?
He told me he can't travel with him. I don't understand. Like, this is looking like very childish and petty.
It's a hot mess, but nigga kick rocks. All right, sports update. First up, the Aces, they repeated as WNBA champs. Yeah, when you left last week, me and Stevie was talking about it. Stevie thought it was gonna go 5 games, and he thought they was gonna force a 5th game. Just
Why would he think that?
Because of the way they played the last game. The game before that. But I told her, and then I was like, I think Asia Wilson's gonna just take over this game and win in. And she did, and the MVP of the league was just no-show. I mean, a no-show at all. Like, that was a bad look. Now, they talk about how they want to be treated as the men's league, and how the same thing. I mean, I feel like the criticism too they should take them criticism as well.
Yeah, you gotta take everything. You can't take the good and the bad.
Yeah, especially Breonna Stewart. Like, you the MVP, you supposed to show up.
Ain't no excuse for that.
You can't have a sticker.
Yeah, I mean, they took the MVP from our homegirl and gave it to you. And you didn't even put up no numbers in the finals. Granted, shout out to Becky Hammond, just because we talked about this a couple years ago when they was talking about her bringing her in to be a coach of an NBA team. And I'm like, why don't they help improve the WNBA, win some championships, help improve some franchises? And she's actually doing that. Yeah. So that's dope. That's dope. But they need better coaches around the whole entire league, just to build a better product. Because once again, we might have we might have another Houston Comets situation, Minnesota Lynx type deal, when you got the franchise, the expansion team is the best team in the league. It has like a dynasty. Because I think the Comets won 3 or 4. And then the Lynx won how many? 3 or 4?
I think, somewhere around there.
But they won like a couple back-to-backs, and they got the #1 draft pick for like 4 or 5 years straight because they weren't anything and then turn it around. So, you know what I mean? I think Las Vegas is on their way because your third option is one of the best point guards in the league.
And it's Vegas. You're in Vegas.
So it's looking like they might
Yeah. So congratulations to that. All right, we got a World Series matchup. We have Arizona taking on the Texas Rangers. Both teams winning in Game 7s. I mean, Texas, they put up they went on a run streak against Houston to actually keep themselves alive, and then went down to Houston to win Game 7. Arizona, it looked like it was over for them, but they were able to pull it off, win a Game 6, and then Game 7, they were able to do it. So this is the first time in a while where it's not the Los Angeles Dodgers or the Houston Astros in the World Series. So congratulations to both of them in two markets that really people don't pay attention to like that either. So.
Nah, the Diamondbacks ain't been good since we was in like high school. You might have been in middle school.
2001?
Yeah, see, I was in high school. You know what I mean? And the Rangers, I mean, everybody know the Rangers just because, like, I mean, if you're born in the 80s, the early 90s, you know about Texas Ranger, you know, with Chuck Norris. You just know about the Rangers, like, you know what I mean? But now, kudos to them. Great places to play baseball, so it's just still nice out.
Right. Yeah, a little too hot in both states, but better than up here.
You go hang outside after.
Right.
Granted, it's warm out here today, but it ain't been like that in the past.
Yeah. All right. Did you see this Michigan and this sign stealing stuff?
Yeah, I rolled my eyes.
I don't get it.
I rolled my eyes,
Yeah,
bro.
I don't get why people do it.
I mean,
someone said it best. Change your signs if somebody can easily just steal them.
we had the same conversation about baseball, and you're going to have people that say, it's the integrity of the game. Well, unfortunately, I play a sport that has no integrity. So, like, we know everything you're going to do. We know what you're going to, we know what you're calling. You got to outthink us. So, unfortunately, yeah, I don't have no sympathy for none of this.
And I feel like this is just a Jim Harbaugh thing. I feel like there's a lot of people in college football that don't like Jim Harbaugh for whatever reason, and I feel like they're finding
he's the white deal. You didn't know? You did not know? He just think about it. When he got to Michigan, he was getting the same microscope praise that Deion was getting.
Yeah.
But granted, no rappers was coming to him because he ain't got that swag like that.
Nah.
But now that Deion here, you better hear about him now.
Yeah.
Like, because he's been there, 5 years now?
Yeah, something like
but his recruits are in here now.
No.
And they're the top, one of the top teams in the country. So he's the white Deion. Everybody know that.
And then also, I think then he served like a 3-game suspension earlier.
He pulled a Jim Boeheim. He spent himself like.
But what was it for? Like buying burgers or something like that? It was, I think it was for something stupid though.
There's always something stupid. That's what the NCAA stands for. Punishing your ass for something stupid.
Yeah. So, but yeah, and it's just kind of they were stealing signs, okay, but you know, when they're outscoring you or when your quarterback is turning the ball over and you know his defense is that just not them having a better team than you, or you other teams are just not doing what you're supposed to do to win?
Don't they watch film? So when you watch film and you're looking at the view from the guys in the booth and you see the whole entire sideline, whose fault is that?
I just think, it's the dumbest thing in the world. They're trying to make this a big deal. It's cheating.
And why would you keep your sides the same anyways? You should always want to keep the team on its toes. You know what I mean? Like,
you're supposed to change it throughout the game. Or do like some other teams do with the posters. They got all these different posters and stuff like that. And so, like, only you can understand them, but...
Remember, they made it so it's like allowed to cry if you don't get your way nowadays, man. So, like, coaches, be better. Teach these young men how to be men. Don't be crying because you're taking L's. Just take your L and move on, loser.
Facts. All right. Pedro, what we got for boxing?
Well,
Haney about to get a whooping.
well, that's not on the line. But we got Tyson Fury against Ghana. It's going to be a matchup somewhere in the Middle East.
They're fighting in the Middle East. Hot damn.
Hot damn is right.
It'll be a good matchup.
Yeah, there's like some places in the world that I wouldn't want to do certain things, and the Middle East is one of them because there's like too many laws, too many rules, and
yeah, man, you spit on the sidewalk, you get arrested.
Right? I mean, Fury and Nana, we got UFC and we got actual boxing. This should be entertaining, but
You have been to Dubai?
Nope.
Good time.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
I've heard. Oh yeah, you're right, Pete. This should be an interesting fight.
Are they
Very
wearing that to the
interesting.
ring?
I hope they wear that to the ring.
I mean, they might have a wilder situation. They don't have no weak knees.
And this is Nanu's first actual boxing match, right?
I think it's more for the money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Of course.
I wouldn't buy that fight anyway, but yeah.
I'm not buying it either, but I'm gonna watch it.
We got Amanda Serrano. She's promoted by one of the Paul brothers.
Okay.
But here's the thing: they're fighting a 3-minute rounds for the first time.
Yeah, let's see how that goes.
Okay.
She's putting her undisputed championship on the line.
Well, anytime I hear someone putting their belts on the line, I just know they ain't no punk.
I was gonna say, you know, they need to go fight. They need to go fight Carissa. So she'll explain it all to you. I'm just saying, you know, want something exciting.
Oh man, and that is our boxing update. Let me just check something and see if there's any other random sporting news that just came up. Oh, the Eagles traded for an All-Pro safety from the Titans, Kevin Byard. They just traded for him, and I just be like, how in the world are they always pulling these off? But
It's the NFL. But
kudos to them.
isn't what's his name gonna be fighting soon or in a couple months? Haney.
Well, that's sometime in December 9th.
Yep, December 9th. He about to get the brakes beat off him.
A pay-per-view fight. I don't know why, but I don't know how. But,
I mean, he got the belts. That's why.
but I mean, come on.
And homeboy nice though.
Yeah, but he's not known like that yet.
Nah, he ain't. He will be.
And, November 16th.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, somebody finally isn't scared to fight him.
About time.
Right?
Jesus.
Got that man just chilling.
This was a Dominican dude, Carlos Santos, by the way.
Man, the whole boxing world getting bullied by men with dimples. I'd love to see it.
Oh man. All right. What we got now?